So today I want to talk about guidance, and I want to talk about how we find our guidance through our spirit guides, through our higher self, even from elders around us, sometimes even from youth that is around us. But we have to pay attention to that guidance. And if we just poo-poo it and say, that's not right, sometimes we miss that message that is so important for us to achieve great things in our life. So I was working with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha today, the Oracle deck, and the card I got was guidance. So I wanted to talk about that today because I found that it was very important. A lot of times, even in the beginning when I was first starting out doing readings for other people, I would have something pop in and I'm like, I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. That would upset somebody. How would I be able to say that in the right way? And so I wouldn't say it a lot of times. Well, those days are long gone. Now, when I get a message that pops in, I say it. And some people think that I'm reading tarot cards when I'm doing their reading. But honestly, the cards are images to me. They are a focus tool for my guidance during their reading. I'm listening to my guides and to their guides. And that is something a lot of people don't understand. But when I get a message through a card, and it may be an animal. It could be something that just pops in and I'm like, do you work with animals? If it's animals that came in, I'm feeling like maybe you're working with animals and this is what you need to look at. And 99% of the time, I'm correct because I listened to the guidance that I had been given. And I don't just brush it off like, that's just silly. I'm thinking of what I need to say. But I think a lot of us, if we're starting out learning how to read for others, if we're just trying to get our own answers for ourselves, a lot of times we just discount what we just got, even though that was our message. And people go, well, how am I supposed to know it was a message? Well, keep track of information you receive. Write it down. Take note. Because a lot of times you may be getting something that's really important and you're like, why am I thinking of turtles? Right? Or dolphins or whatever it might be. Why am I thinking of that? What does that mean? Maybe you need to stop. And you need to look that up. Do a little research. Like, what if that animal comes into my life? What energy is it telling me? And you might be going, oh, right, the tortoise and the hare. Maybe I need to go a little slower and be more methodical about what I'm doing. So you see, we get guidance and we get it all the time. The problem is we aren't paying attention to it, or we are discounting it like, that's just some random thing that popped in. No, that random thing that popped in was you were asking for guidance and your guides just gave it to you. But you were better than that, so you just pushed it away. But I'm telling you, if you really want to get good at following what your guides are saying, you've got to pay attention. And don't just discount something that comes in and you think that makes no sense. Sit with it. Hold that. Think about it. Research whatever it might be, because there could be an answer for you. It could be a repeating series of numbers. Numbers are huge. They're so powerful. If you get a series of numbers, write those numbers down. And then I want you to look up numerology, Grabovoi numbers, codes, anything like that, because that's a message. Because numbers are energy too. They all have vibration. So just remember that when you are asking for guidance, Don't push away the information that you are getting. Now, if you're interested in maybe having some one-on-one time with me, I do offer intuitive guidance sessions. I also offer subscriptions, monthly subscriptions to my clients. So you get me for the whole month and you can talk to me whenever. But it is a good way for you to maybe learn how to take guidance suggestions, because I listen to the guides. I listen to your guides when I'm working with you, and I give you what I get. So sometimes that may help you on the road to paying more attention to the messages you're actually getting on your own. And I would love to help you learn how to do that. So if you're interested, I'll leave some information in the description of the video. And of course, you can go check out my website. You can see links in my bio. But please, if you are getting messages, maybe it's through dreams, maybe it's you're sitting there and something pops in, maybe you do a meditation. But if you are asking your guides for guidance or the universe for guidance, pay attention to what you get and don't just push away their answer.